Alright, yeah, we seem to be back. Bear with me a bit. Let me make sure of a couple things and we'll be right back. Just got a big turnover by Dre Greenlaw here, and the Broncos are back in business on about their own 29, I believe. But either way, give me a moment. We'll be right back. Oh, damn, Troutman. Okay. Wow. It was a nice little dump off. He shakes off one defender, another one, and ends up picking up 22 yards. Wow. Hell of a play. Timeout by the Commanders after that. Wow. Broncos offense looking like it's starting to cook again. Okay. That's why. Okay. There we go. Alright, awesome. Now we're good. Okay. Sweet. I think everything is a bit more of a go now. Awesome. Alright. So yeah, we're back. I'll just go ahead get this retweeted again. Okay, RJ definitely picking up a few yards. Looking to fight for at least a couple more, but it looks like they're going to mark them down or mark them at the Washington 20, gain of 3. Oops. Let's see. All right, Harvey, first down and 10, but he's going to lose about a few yards on that. Not what you want to see on that after Denver was already moving the ball really well here. It's... He actually got slung back from about the 12 to the 20. Jeez. Deron Payne on that one. Damn. Okay, maybe that embellishing that. That's 2nd and 14 either way. I guess they were on the 16 or 17. Alright, or, well, they were on their 12, they were on the 17, excuse me. Harvey gets the ball back again, and he actually picks a lot of that back and a little bit more. It'll be 3rd and about 6 or 7 on this one. Oh, excuse me, 3rd and 8. So he wound up gaining the lost yardage back +2, so... Oh, damn. Alright, sorry, I'm over here just trying to repost shit. Oh, yeah, that's an incomplete pass. Wow. Took a little bit of a shot there. Ooh, how... little bit of helmet to helmet much? What the fuck? Oops. Alright, so Broncos go up again on a field goal. Gonna be 6-0 here halfway through the second quarter, and I'm gonna go ahead and be right back as I sort out a couple more things. All right, we're back here, and just anyway, yeah, let me get back to this here. All right, Commanders got the ball back. It is actually about a 6 or 7 yard pickup by Broncos-Commnaders here. Broncos-Commnaders, what a name. That's just a hell of a name to have. Anyway, he picked up about 6 or 7 on that play. It's going to be about 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. He's still in the backfield. Single back formation. He gets it again, and he picks up the first and a bit more. He does have a handful of Broncos on him, though, after picking up about maybe a good 8 or 9 yards additional to the first down pickup. I mean, interestingly enough, Commanders seem to be moving the ball well enough, but they're not really putting anything on the board. Meanwhile, the Broncos have managed to get 6 on the board. The Broncos actually bring Mariota down. I think he coughs it up, and Ertz is actually on it. Yeah, that was definitely backwards. Yeah, he tried to lateral that off to, or that was actually Bates. Wow. That was kind of crazy there. But, yeah, Mariota kind of putting the Commanders in a bit of a dangerous situation. 2nd and 17 on their own 39. Gets the ball off. That looks to be Debo, but he's only able to gain about 4 or 5. It'll be 3rd and 11. All right. What's going on? Biggest fan, 19 or 77 or 79 96. 77 96. Excuse me. Putting a bet for Moody to hit 2 field goals. Commanders to punt. Oh. Okay. 3rd and 12. Mariota in the shotgun, and he's actually looking to take off. He actually gets the first down. All right, so they actually salvaged that from the broken play. I mean, moving the ball again. Only so much you can say about that. So, from what I'm seeing here, they're, like I said, they're moving the ball decently enough, but I mean, Broncos defense is going to keep them going so far as Mariota tries to roll out for the option again. I believe that's Q Robinson there for the stop. I mean, wow. I mean, if nothing else, you can't sleep on what Mariota's capable of as a QB. He's been around long enough, and he's certainly seen enough. He hasn't seen much like this defense, though. 2nd and 11 on the Denver 44. And drop back, gets it over to Ertz. Ertz is actually down on the Denver 21. Wow. I mean, they're doing pretty good things off tempo. We'll see how much they're able to keep this up. Broncos were able to force a turnover on the previous drive. Nonetheless, handoff, I think that's Broncos-Commnaders. Yeah, it would have been interesting to see Jaden versus Bo. I think that would have actually been quite the marquee matchup, and it certainly was the reason that they got this spot for Sunday Night Football to begin with. I mean, 2 of the top 12 picks. The first 6 quarterbacks taken in the 2012 or 2024 draft. 2nd and 9 on the Denver. Okay, I guess they're on the 22. Nonetheless, Mariota gets it in the shotgun, gets it off. That looks to be McLaurin. He picks up the first and a couple more. They are on the Denver 10, and they are threatening to score. Commanders again moving the ball rather effectively here, and I gotta say I'm actually impressed with what they've been doing so far. The thing about it is that we've been stopping them short of really putting up any kind of points, but it looks like that's actually about to change at this point. Wow. So while Denver's definitely performing really, really well, I certainly think that there's definitely a little bit of rust from the bye being shaken off a bit. Other than Benito getting to Mariota earlier in the drive, I haven't noticed the Broncos getting home a whole lot. So they're certainly doing what they can to keep the Broncos defense off balance, as there is a flag on this play, 1st and 10. It's going to be a false start on the Commanders, so this is going to be coming back. Yeah, Peyton's definitely accepting the penalty. Illegal formation, okay. Still only 5 yards, but nonetheless, going to be 1st and 15 now. And that's going to be on the Denver 15. Man. That's interesting. I didn't think Bates jumped there, but either way, that's a call, as Cooper did get him for the loss anyway, but wouldn't hurt to move him back a couple more yards if he can. So, again, 1st and 15. Huh. Wow, I didn't realize that Broncos actually have 1 timeout left, even though there is 2:42 left. That's pretty interesting. Wow, Mariota tries to go on a QB keeper, but Zach Allen's there to stuff him. Definitely huge on that one. Let's see what happens here with this. I mean, damn. Zach Allen, though, just getting in on folks. Wow. Uh-oh, we got a little bit of extracurriculars here. Flags on the play. Things getting a little bit chippy here. Wow. Unnecessary roughness on Benito. Wow. How they not call that? What? Wow. Alright. I don't quite see how, but I mean, clearly they saw their dude push Benito. I mean, I don't know what the hell Benito was trying to do there, but anyway, 1st and goal on the 7, and Rodriguez punches it in for the touchdown. Damn. Well, as expected, Broncos were threatening to punch it in. I mean, I don't know why Benito did whatever it is that he did there, but either way, Broncos, or excuse me, Commanders get the rushing or the 8-yard running touchdown from Chris Rodriguez, and they'll go up with this extra point here. Broncos will have time to respond with a little bit more than 2 minutes remaining in the half. 2:21 to be exact. I don't know. I mean, he just did a really good job of getting an opening up the middle there. Like I said, I don't know what that was that Benito was trying to do there, but definitely could have done without that. Either way, Commanders take the lead 7-6, and I'll go ahead and be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? We are back. Real quick, especially to my biggest fan, are we actually good on signal here? Let me know what you're seeing here, because had a bit of ups and downs today with a couple of things. I had to restart the computer, so I just want to make sure everything is coming through like it's supposed to, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that. Yeah. Man. So, not sure what happened. Did we just 3 and out? Is that what I just saw? Excuse me. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay, 2-minute warning, of course. Duh. What else would that be? Alright, now. Go ahead, get that, like that. Oops, no, not that way. Alright, so coming off of this 2-minute warning, let's see what we're able to get here. It's going to be 2nd and 3 on the Denver 43? Okay. Nix rolls out. Actually looks to hit Ingram, but Ingram's not able to hold on to it. It's going to be 3rd and 3. That's definitely not good. Alright, 3rd and 3. Nix actually hits Mims, picks up the first and a couple more. They're going to start moving with tempo with 1:45 left in the half. Just go with it like that. No, alright. Either way. Wow. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Mims dumping off to Ingram. He actually catches it this time. Picks up the first and a few more. Broncos still moving with the tempo. Alright, so Evan Ingram doing things. That's definitely great to see. You can't go wrong with that. First and 10 on the Washington 38, finds Cortland Sutton, who actually picks up the first. They're doing a great job of picking up first downs and then some. I mean, man, gotta love what we're getting out of this here. I mean, Broncos offense moving with tempo, getting first downs, dumping it off again. I think that's Ingram again. He picks up about 8 on this one. Man, actually hell of a zig route that he does there. Again, picks up about 8 yards. Yeah, I got to agree with Collinsworth on that assessment. Ingram a bit better of an athlete than Bobby Wagner, and of course Bobby Wagner a little bit up there at this point, but still awesome to see that he's kept the career going to this thus far. As they show the playoff picture with the Broncos at 9-2. I'm wondering who is the Monday night game. Okay. Patriots got the Giants at home tomorrow. That'll be interesting. Got the fighting Jameis Winston, 2nd and 3 on the Washington 18. Nix receives a snap in an empty backfield. Shotgun gets it off. That is Ingram again. I mean, Ingram is just doing work on this drive. I wouldn't be shocked to see him being the one to get our touchdown here, or the first touchdown of the game here. First and 10 on the 11. Bo dumps it off to Bidet, but he's not able to pick anything up on that. It'll be about 2nd and 10. Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty good shot there, actually. I didn't even notice that right off. Sainer still. Definitely a hell of a corner. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Washington 11. Nixon shotgun. I believe that's Bidet back there again with him. And Nix zips it off. Cortland Sutton is in the end zone for the touchdown. Broncos will go up. Hell yes. Just kind of shit that you love to see. Nix was actually in a little bit of trouble, actually got the ball off, and I think they managed to bring him down, but he got the ball off, and Sutton's there for the touchdown. I mean, things you'll love to see here. Wow, hell of a play. Managed to keep his knee off the ground as he gets the ball off. Fantastic job. Wow. Lutz with the extra point on the go-ahead touchdown as the Broncos go up 13-7 with about 22 seconds left in the half. Either way, definitely what you want to see going into the second half, as the Commanders are actually going to get the ball in the third quarter. But Broncos up 13-7, man. Definitely what we wanted to see here. I mean, I gotta say, this is great. Broncos have been moving the ball decently enough. They finally find the end zone on the final drive of the second half, as I imagine the Commanders may try to take a couple of shots, but it may be just to find a way to get in the field goal range to get themselves within a field goal going into the half. But we'll see when they get the ball back. I mean, I think this is what we've been waiting for. I mean, needless to say, you saw a lot of the same things against the Chiefs, but they're definitely doing a lot of the things they needed to do here tonight in DC. I'm definitely very pleased so far. I mean, sure, Commanders managed to get the first strike on their touchdown, but hey, yeah, I agree with you, my biggest. I mean, that drive was flowing like water, and you see me drinking a lot of water here, but I don't know that I've seen too many of their drives, especially their 2-minute drills, go as smoothly as that did right there. I mean, a lot of phenomenal work. Evan Ingram doing a lot of the heavy lifting on that as he was picking up a lot of the first downs. Court did pick up a first down of his own, but ultimately got the touchdown. And man, what more can you say? You can't go wrong with this right now. And hopefully this is the 13-7 lead that will be taken into halftime. Again, Commanders will get the ball in the third quarter, but I'll tell you what, if the Broncos are able to keep this going, not only here, not only in Vegas, but the rest of the way, especially in a couple of weeks where there's the Green Bay Packers, and I gotta tell you, that defense ain't no joke. I mean, I think we all saw what they did against the Lions on Thanksgiving. It wasn't nothing nice. I mean, it was a little bit surprising to see the Lions be as stagnant as they were a lot of the time, but I think there's a really good chance we can find some breakdowns in that, and we'll see what we're able to make happen with that. As the kickoff is away, and actually Samuel does return it. Hold on, it looks like he fumbles it as the Broncos are all over it. And it looks like they may have recovered. They're still going through. It looks like Devin Key is the one that punched it out. McNichols was in on that as well, and it seems he's hurt. Yeah, those of you that are in here, let me know. How is everything coming through signal-wise? Are we having any mishaps here? Let me know what's going on in the chat, please. Because there are some things I need to get figured out with this, and the sooner I can get that zeroed out, the better, and we can move along. As I guess we're going to be moving along into halftime as Commanders have clocked it, so Broncos will be taking a 13-7 lead in the halftime. Commanders again getting the second half kickoff. So everything's fine. Okay. All right. So yeah, I gotta say I didn't quite catch everything at first because, like I said, I've been having some issues with signal coming through. I don't know what's been going on. Fortunately, things seem to be going decently enough, at least based on what you're telling me, but I gotta say, I really enjoy what the Broncos are actually accomplishing here offensively tonight, in addition to what they've done defensively as well. I mean, it took the Commanders more than 2.5 quarters to find the end zone, and then of course the Broncos actually were able to get a couple of field goals up before that, and now again taking a 13-7 lead into halftime. So, man, gotta say the momentum has to be firmly in favor of the Broncos, and I just, yeah, it just doesn't get too much better than that. Nonetheless, how are things going with y'all out there in Arkansas? I mean, gotta imagine it's probably a little bit cold out there. We definitely are feeling it right now. I don't know if you noticed the headband. That's mostly because it's definitely cold like that here, to say the least. Man. But yeah, just focusing back on what I was saying earlier, this is definitely good to see. Um, Everything is good out here. Definitely got. I hear you on that one. Hey, I mean, if it's something that works, we'll roll with it. I mean, not something I do a lot of. I mean, as you seen when we were working together, I, of course, was rocking it under the hats that we wear because I tend to sweat a lot. But it also works because definitely helps keep you warm. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay, that was Ryan Kennedy. How's it going tonight, Ryan? Welcome on into the stream. Good to see you. Let me see. So, really interesting day in the NFL today. Couple of upsets went down. You had the Rams actually lose in pretty shocking fashion, I dare say, to the Carolina Panthers. I mean, the Panthers played them tough. Interestingly enough, former Broncos defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero actually had a pretty solid game plan for the Rams, and it worked like a charm. I mean, I still got to see the highlights, but excuse me, I mean, it seems as though the Panthers, if the Buccaneers aren't careful, of course, may mess around and take the NFC South. I mean, been a long time since I've seen the NFC South as competitive as it is, even though you could argue it's probably seen better seasons, but nonetheless, it looks like Tampa Bay definitely has the upper hand right now, but you want to look out for the Carolina Panthers. Also, 49ers went into Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders got his second start, but as expected, 49ers honestly a better team, so not surprised to see that one go the way that it went. Oh yeah, the Bills. The Buffalo Bills coming through with pretty decisive performance. Of course, Mike Tomlin over here talking about wasn't really as good as it could have been. Broncos-Panthers Super Bowl. I mean, hey, you never know. You never know. It could be. I mean, it is 10 years in the making. I've been saying it before. 10 years ago, Super Bowl 50, Broncos went in there to Santa Clara, where it's going to be again this year. And you never know. It might be that. We might get the rematch from Super Bowl 32 with the Packers. Anything's possible at this point. We could even get the Super Bowl 48 rematch with the Seahawks, only that outcome's definitely going to be a lot different. Certainly having no doubt about that at this point. But, yeah, hopefully things keep going the way that they are right now with the Broncos. I don't really see a whole lot of anyone at this point that's going to really stand in the way. I feel as if Baltimore right now doesn't seem to be the team we've known them to be. I'm not really sure if Lamar is right. He didn't seem right to me in that Thanksgiving game. I mean, granted, the Bengals defense was better than I've seen them in the last few years, certainly since they went on their Super Bowl run. Back in 2020? But yeah, I don't know that Lamar's necessarily right. We'll see how they'll be. They do have a bit of a 10-day grace period going into their next game, which will be hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. But yeah, I mean, all in all, as they're showing the AFC standings, to me, I'm not going to take anything away from the Patriots, okay? I think what Mike Vrabel, Josh McDipshit, and I forget who their other defensive coordinator is, but they've done a fantastic job. I take nothing away from them. Regardless, it's got to be said, they've overachieved, and they've actually had, from what I understand, to be the league's easiest schedule. And, you know, they're bound to take another loss or two before all is said and done. And the thing about it, also, that a lot of people don't understand is Denver actually has the tiebreaker. So, really, everything at this point is certainly advantage Denver, especially in the AFC. I just can't imagine how anybody's going to be standing in the way at this point. And, of course, with the NFC, again, shocking loss with the Rams. I don't know that that's necessarily indicative, but you do have to consider the fact that the Rams did some things that a lot of teams, not only in the NFC, but certainly the Broncos and any of the contenders coming out of the AFC are going to be paying attention to. And they're certainly going to make things uncomfortable for whoever it is that's going to be on the other side out in Santa Clara. Of course, the Broncos have got to get there first, but again, I'm thinking about the Rams. I'm looking at the Packers again. They looked incredible against the Lions on Thanksgiving. Gonna be interesting to see if the Eagles bounce back. And oh yeah, I want to say, oh man, what was that, like 2009? Maybe 2010? Yeah, it was actually 2010. It was 2010. And they actually had home field advantage, only Aaron Rodgers went into Soldier Field and started his ownership rights of the Chicago Bears. At that point, Jay Cutler was a no-show in that one for whatever reason. But either way, that was the last time that the Chicago Bears were first place in the NFC. Aside from the year that they actually went to the Super Bowl, losing to Peyton Manning and the Colts back in 2007. Excuse me. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of wild thinking about that. The Chicago Bears could be a team that we're seeing on the other side as well, provided the Broncos get there. But, I mean, I want to be careful how I say that. I don't want to put the cart before the horse. I'm trying to not underestimate anybody in the AFC, don't get me wrong. But, again, I think everything with the AFC's got to go through Denver at this point. There's just no doubt in my mind about that. So, man, I mean, what do y'all think about things? Are y'all looking forward to where we're at right now? I mean, let me know what y'all are thinking, too. Oh, man. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that was earlier. So that's been taken care of. Oh, yeah. And something else that's really interesting about this game tonight. Oh, man. See, this is what I was worried about here. Are we still coming through okay here? I think I'm going to have to get a tech out here at some point because this shit's been running funny as hell for no reason. But either way, man, interestingly enough, we have this matchup with the Commanders, and of course Vaughn's playing tonight. How about Vaughn wanting to come back? I mean, oh goodness, it's interesting to think about. And I know we got expiring contracts coming up. I gotta look again at what we have. Of course, we re-signed Malcolm Roach recently. Earlier in the week, we re-signed Will Lutz, which good for him on that. Lutz has actually been doing a damn good job this season, and I'm starting to get to the point to where I can't say anything bad about him anymore. But yeah, brought back Malcolm Roach. I believe we re-signed Luke Wattenberg also over the last week and a half. I mean, Broncos locking up the trenches pretty strongly, so at the very least, even if not this year, the Super Bowl run's going to be going strong for at least a good couple of years, maybe even more than that. As we get the QB comparison for the first half, Mariota 9 for 13, 72 yards. Bo 15 for 24, 146, 1 touchdown. And of course, Mariota with the interception by Greenlaw earlier in the first half. I mean, pressure rate highest in the NFL at 41% this season. And Mariota has to have been seeing it. I mean, they've been doing a good job with the tempo and everything, but it's actually been a little bit limited like it has been for a lot of the other offensives thus far that have been put in front of the Broncos defense. I mean, granted, there was that situation with that 33-point comeback against the Giants, but again, we all know what that outcome was. I already just said it. Nonetheless, kickoff is off. Samuel with the return. He is at the 25, looking to get to the 30, but only gets to about the 27. So the Commanders will start at their own 27, and we'll see how much things are going to be different, what adjustments are going to be made here. I mean, but again, so far so good. All right, 1st and 10, and that's actually their 28. Coming, I guess, out of the shotgun, hands it off. I think that's Rodriguez again, picks up about 5 or 6 yards. Yeah, that's Rodriguez there. So, yeah, definitely a good idea for the Commanders to run the ball. Continue to try to keep the Broncos as off balance as they can. A lot of what they did with the tempo was actually pretty well done, as they actually find Commanders get a little bit past midfield. As that's actually a pretty good pickup there. Yeah, Zach's definitely been very effective. Hufanga actually let up on him a bit. Ertz with 6 catches for 63 yards. Mariota back in the shotgun again. Flag on the play. Finds Ertz again. Picks up the first and a little bit more. But let's see what the flag is. Might be on the Broncos. Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And wow. Zach Allen was the one to jump. Yeah, that's something Mariota's been real good about, is getting the ball off quickly. As they get a read option, Mariota keeps it, is going to get the first down and more, and gets into the red zone. Wow. Hufunga and Sadat helping Mariota up. I mean, they're moving the ball with a lot of the run concepts that they're putting out there. I mean, when you're running the ball as effectively as the Commanders are right now, you're gonna get some pretty damn good results. 1st and 10. Rodriguez on the handoff, but he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Robinson and Greenlaw are there, as is DJ Jones. So we got 12.5 going left in the third quarter. This is actually the first drive of the half, but I mean, yeah, Mariota ain't no slouch. Can't take anything away from him, but he is a backup for a reason. 2nd and 9 on a Broncos 16. Snap is off, gets it off quickly, and that looks to be McNichols. Doesn't look to gain anything on it. McMillan and I think that was Brandon Jones are on the play. Yeah. It's actually a pretty good idea. A really good quick screen. Just McMillan had it snuffed out. Wow. Broncos defense. And of course, play action. Wow. Mariota gets it off quick. That's McLaurin, excuse me. And they're going to have 1st and goal on about the 3. Again, Commanders moving the ball rather impressively. Moving with really good tempo. Golly. Okay, I think the issue seems to be twitched. That's something I'm going to have to get figured out at some point. All right, 1st and goal. Commanders have the ball actually on the 3. 10:45 and counting. Mariota on it. Oh no, that's Debo and the Wildcat. Okay. Doesn't really go anywhere, but Commanders trying to get creative there as Jonathan Cooper is there. Wow. Actually did a bit of a counter move, but actually loses a yard, does Debo. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, hesitation moves don't work on the Broncos. That's certainly true there. 2nd and goal on the 5. And Mariota looks for McLaurin in the end zone, but you have Surtain on the coverage. Pass is incomplete. I mean, this is what he's there for. He's going to keep your number 1 receiver from doing anything overly damaging. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Yeah, best in the game today. Best in the game today. Hands down. Yeah, that's interesting, the matchup that they have. Surtain with the size advantage, but McLaurin a little quicker. Wow, what a throw. Mariota finds Burks on a fade route, beats Moss in the corner of the end zone as the Commanders score. Wow. Wow. He OBJ'd him. Wow. Holy shit, what a catch. Damn. What a play. I can't knock that. That was a great play. Wow. Commanders take the lead 14-3 with 9:58 left in the third quarter. I'm going to go ahead and step away for a moment on that one. Yeah, I can't knock it. What a play. Riley did what he could on that. Man, I'll be right back. Holy shit. Man. That was just insane. That was insane what that dude just did. I mean, and they literally just showed Odell from years ago. The only difference is that Odell drew a PI flag on that. That was a case of great defense, just better offense. Man, hats off to the Commanders there, boy. Wow. Man. First and 10, toss to, but oh no, that's McLaughlin. I haven't been noticing McLaughlin much in this game, but it's about time they've gotten him going. He doesn't really get much there, though. My goodness, man, what a catch. How did he do that? Insane. I mean, Riley just did everything he could there. Wow. Wow! Bo zips it right to Pat Bryant, but he doesn't hold on third down. Or I guess that's going to be making it 3rd and 8. Wow. 3rd and 8. Broncos on their own 31? Oh no, it's the 30-yard line. Anyways, 3rd and 8, 9:01 in the 3rd. Man. Bo gets the snap in the... Wow, and he's taken off and moves so quickly. Picks up the 1st down and a little bit more. Gonna keep the drive going. Jeez. This is the kind of thing I feel like we were wanting to see the whole way through from Bo, because he's got that ability to move. And if you get him moving, it's going to be tough for defenses to key in on him. Great to see as Broncos are going to look to respond to that touchdown drive. I mean, Commanders are playing a pretty damn good game tonight. I got to give it to them. Reverse handoff to Mims. He actually picks up a 1st down, I think. Broncos moving the ball as effectively as I've seen them move it in quite some time. Kansas City was definitely a really well done game, but man, this is a little bit different right here. And all this we're doing real effectively without J.K. Dobbins, by the way, which is really, really significant. 2nd and 1 here at midfield. Wow, pitch out. Oh, wow, we got flea flickers of all kinds. Gets it over to Harvey, but it doesn't look like he holds on to it. Wow, that was actually pretty nifty there. Just would have been nice if he'd have held on and if he could have made Wagner there miss, but that wouldn't have been easy to do anyway. It'll be 3rd and 1. Man, both sides seem to be pulling out the stops tonight. I gotta say, it's actually proven to be quite a pretty good show, especially here in primetime. I mean, fans have got to be getting their money's worth one way or another. 3rd and 1 again, Broncos at about midfield. Fake to Harvey. Bo actually rolls out, gets it off, and it's Bryant. It does look like he catches it. There is a flag on the play, however. So I guess we're going to have a lineman downfield. This will be coming back as an illegal man downfield. Looks to be getting called. Although it looks like it might also be a call against the Commanders. Or maybe it's just against the Commanders. I don't know. Okay, pass interference. Holding on Pat Bryant. And I guess that's going to get moved back. That's interesting. Okay. So that'll make it about, what, 3rd and 6? Oh, excuse me. 3rd and 11 now. Wow. I mean, that's pretty wild. Either way, 3rd and 10 on the 40. Snap is off. Bo in the shotgun. Zips it downfield, and he finds Sutton as he's actually picking up about 20 to 25 yards, and the Broncos will keep possession going. 7 minutes and counting in the 3rd quarter. Wow. Man, found an opening in that coverage, and Sutton was just right there for it. Bo getting the ball off to Ingram. He's able to get 5 yards on that first down. Broncos are seeming a little unstoppable right now. I mean, they're actually responding really well to the Commanders' scoring drive earlier. 6.5 left in the third. 2nd and 6. Ball on the Washington 30. Either way, Broncos do go ahead on a score here, field goal or touchdown. Preferably, they're able to get in the end zone, as it is McLaughlin, but he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Yeah, definitely been a real good competitive matchup, to say the least. I mean, man. Hell of a game. Ticking down to 5.5 in the third, 3rd and 5. Day is motioning out of the backfield, now goes back in. Bo gets it off to Pat Bryant. He gets the first down and more. It's going to be 1st and goal, Denver on the 3. Hell of a route by Bryant, and man, was he actually getting going. Only one Washington DB stands in his way of the end zone. Wow, see, all of that happened so quickly. And that's, again, Broncos moving with tempo of their own. Commanders can do it, but Broncos can do it just as well. They might be doing it a little bit better. All right, Harvey in the backfield. He gets the handoff, and looks like he gets to about the 1. That's about as good as it gets, a little short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal on the half-yard line, to be more specific. Broncos using up clock pretty well, with about 4:10 and counting. Ooh, I'm not sure he didn't get in, but it was pretty close. 2nd and goal with the heavy package. I formation. Prentice is out there. Harvey, nope. Yeah, that's Harvey again, and he gets in this time. Harvey with the 1-yard rushing touchdown behind the heavy package, led by Adam Prentice in the backfield. Broncos offense looking as effective as they have all year. Man, I mean, best offensive line in the game, and they're showing it tonight, right there. Broncos will take the lead 20-14, but at some point, if and when they're able to get into the end zone again, you want to believe that the Broncos would actually go for 2 at that point, so that way the Commanders would actually have to get a full 7 to tie the game, or I guess at that point it would be 14. But either way, good to see the Broncos take the lead back, and yeah, really good sign. Again, definitely a great response to that Washington scoring drive, especially after a hell of a play there. I mean, that might be catch of the year, if we're being perfectly honest. Let me go ahead and actually get to where I can take a look at this here. But yeah, both offenses coming out really, really strong right now. And needless to say, I'm pretty sure there's a good chance this could come down to last team having the ball should win. But who knows? I mean, maybe the Broncos defense starts keying in on what Washington's doing with their tempo, and they might find a way to actually I guess, sort of neutralize them somehow. I mean, they're only going to be able to keep doing what they've been doing for so long. And again, that was a hell of a play by Burks. But sooner or later, you got to expect that the Bronco defense is going to do what it's known to do, and it's going to take over. Let's see here. Yeah, Traylon Burks. Okay, I figure that's who that had to be. Traylon Burks. Wow. Way to still prove yourself in the league there, dude. But, of course, R.J. Harvey out here having a prove-it night of his own. I mean, just taking a look at it so far, 9 carries, 27 yards. Not overly impressive, but the one touchdown is definitely paying dividends. Got a couple of catches for 15 yards. If he can actually pick up a bit more on the production, I think there's a very good chance the Broncos run away with it here, and not very long from now. All right, Lutz kicks it off. That's Samuel receiving again. Gets to about the 30 this time. Might even be about the 31 or 32. And Mariota with a little bit of gray in his game going. Not that I'm anyone to talk, but nonetheless. I mean, only 5% pressure rate. So, doesn't seem as if the Broncos are really bringing it. Vance Joseph isn't dialing blitzes like normal. And I guess that certainly seems to be the case. That is noticeable the more I think about it. Although it looked like Roach was about to get there again. He does get it off quickly to Rodriguez, but he may have lost a yard as Malcolm Roach is there. Oh no, that's not Rodriguez, that's McNichols. Cooper's actually the one that actually brings him down. Wow. Commanders defense talking it over because, yeah, they definitely got a little bit ran there. 2nd and 10 on the Commanders 31. 3:10 and counting in the third. Mariota gets a snap, actually gets it off, and somehow gets to McLaurin as there was pretty tight coverage on him. I'm not sure who it was, but impressive how he's able to get the ball in there to McLaurin, and he's able to hang on. McLaurin with 3 catches for 38 yards so far tonight. I mean, it's a good thing he was able to come back for them tonight, because I'm not sure if the Commanders are as effectively in the game as they are right now. Either way, 1st and 10 on the Commanders 45. Let's see if they're able to continue to move the ball. They do hand it off, but Broncos are actually in the backfield. McNichols does evade them and manages to pick up about 8 or 9. Wow. I mean, Commanders are hanging tough. Cliff Kingsbury, dude was a head coach in the league for a reason. I mean, granted, everything with Arizona didn't go quite how you would like for it to, but he's actually starting to make a name for himself here with Washington. We'll see if he's able to find himself back as a head coach again one day. But either way, he's got something good going now. 2nd and 5 at midfield. McNichols getting the ball, and it looks like he's actually picking up a couple there. It'll be about 3rd and 3. And we got a Bronco down that looks like Malcolm Roach. And yeah. So we got the injury timeout here. Hopefully whoever that is, it isn't anything major. Might have just got the wind knocked out of him, but anytime you see a guy down like that, it's never good. Either way you slice it up, but hmm. Wow. So honestly, I don't know that I see that Washington's doing anything overly special other than moving with tempo, and they're actually mixing up their play calls very, very well between pass and run, and it actually is opening things up for the Commanders in the pass game. I mean, kept they've managed to keep only the one interception, which was Greenlaw earlier in the first half, but you figure the Broncos have got to be due at the very least for another stop, possibly even a turnover here. So we'll see how that goes as we come out of the injury timeout here, or at least I think we are. Okay, maybe not. We got a Ryan Fitzpatrick in the bathtub commercial. Always fun, I guess. I think that's Ryan. No. That's just somebody with a lot of beard. I don't think that was Ryan Fitzpatrick. Okay, we're getting an awful lot of commercials. This doesn't seem to be good. Whatever this injury is. Now, I gotta say, for as hopeful as I know we are for a Super Bowl appearance, that's one thing that could definitely derail that is a critical injury or two, but I'm not really sure. Wow. Yeah, interestingly enough, Treylon Burks is wearing 13, just like OBJ. Golly, and it looks almost identical to the catch OBJ made. That's insane. 3rd and 4. Doesn't seem there's much anything to talk about with that injury as it's 3rd and 4. Maybe we'll hear about it. Flag on the play, so it's a false start. That'll be coming back a bit. Laramie Tunsil was moving a little bit early. Man. Yeah, I gotta think, even with that injury being a Bronco, the timeout has to help the Broncos a bit. Because again, Commanders moving the ball with tempo pretty well thus far. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 9. Pressure is getting there, however, and the ball is overthrown. Burks was in the area, but so were about 3 or 4 other Broncos. As it is 4th and 9, Broncos do get the stop with 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Man. Broncos actually getting in there. Zach Allen actually almost gets to Mariota, but Mariota's been, again, really quick with getting the ball off. And, of course, with him having to rush the throw, you're not going to be able to get the... You're not going to be able to find the receiver as effectively. Punt is off, and the ball lands at about the Denver 14. Tress Way with a nice punt, and the Broncos will start at their own 14 with 44 seconds left in the 3rd. Now, I need to know what the situation with that injury was, because that was more than a 60-second timeout that they took there. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way I can get any kind of an injury report somewhere, but Just kind of wild to see that we haven't heard anything about that since. So, let me see. Try to check on my trusty ESPN app to see if there's any sort of an update on that. Just don't know if that shows it or not. Hmm. Okay, yeah. 'Cause I got everything about the official timeout. It doesn't show anything about the injury. It was clearly one of the D linemen, from what I noticed. Let me see. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and check, make sure things aren't going. Okay. Everything so far still so good. Nonetheless. Alright, so. Damn. Alright, well, either way, anyone in the chat here, wrestling fans, because if you are, I definitely need to ask you some questions, especially when it comes to last night's Survivor Series. Shit on Twitter was actually a little bit wild because, I don't know. Only way I know to say it is that tribalism is way more of a thing than it needs to be, and yeah, just pretty wild shit. Personally, I enjoyed it for the most part. Probably could have been better in a lot of areas. Could have done without a certain spot where Jey Uso reran his entrance music again in the middle of doing battle in War Games, only to be cut off by Brock Lesnar's entrance. And yeah, Brock doing what he does as Broncos take over on their own 14 handoff. I'm thinking is the Harvey. He looks to pick up a couple. But yeah, it was just kind of wild to see. But yeah, mentioning Twitter last night, it seemed as though quite a few people were shitting on it last night, which is real funny to see. But I don't know. I was hoping some of y'all that were still here might actually have a little thought process on that and wanted to just kind of share notes with you on that if possible. But nonetheless, 2nd and 9, Nix actually gets the ball off to Bryant, picks up the first down and more, and they'll be moving the chains to about the 30-yard line. Man. So we're into the fourth quarter now. Everybody in the chat, get them fours up. I'm going to go ahead and take the fourth quarter break real quick, and we're going to be back here very shortly. All right, we're back in its start of the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8. Nix actually gets off a pass, but doesn't seem as though, I think that's Bryant, is able to hold on to it. So it'll be 3rd and 8. All right, 3rd and 8 at about midfield. Oh, no, not quite. I guess the 34. Ooh, pressure's getting there. Nix with the interception of Bobby Wagner. Wagner getting it to about the Broncos 34 or 36. Damn. Pressure got there, and it certainly wound up paying off for the Commanders. Definitely not what we wanted to see with a score or one-score game. He seemed to be looking for Ingram there, but actually, no, he was looking downfield. I'm not exactly sure who that was, but he actually did have Ingram there. He was looking at Bryant. That's who that was. I don't know what he was looking at there, but that wasn't a read. He's realizing it, of course, but wow. Commanders will take over on the Broncos 36, actually. Not what you wanted to see there. 14:06 left in the game. And pressure gets there, but Mariota gets it off to one of the tight ends, and they get the first down and a bit more. I mean, gosh, Mariota's just got the quick cannon there. Yankoff. Not sure who that guy is, but cool. I mean, this is the first time, other than the Kansas City game, in a while that Broncos have had a lead going into the fourth quarter, but interesting to see how this goes. Pressure is getting there again, but Mariota ends up throwing it away, as it'll be 2nd and 10 on about the 25, I think it was. Ooh, tripped on his own feet. Wow. It's actually amazing he was able to get that off as cleanly as he did. Well, second and 10, and it's actually on the 22. Pressure coming again, but Mariota getting it off quick. Gets it to the tight end, only getting about a couple yards. Broncos hanging tough in the red zone as they always do, but definitely an inopportune situation here, as again, Broncos are only up 6 points right now. 3rd and 8 right now on the Denver 20. Mariota in the empty backfield shotgun. Broncos are just rushing 4. Mariota gets it off. McLaurin is covered by Surtain. Ball is overthrown, so it'll be incomplete. It will result in the Commanders taking the field goal, and it was really physical play here, as Surtain is pressed up on McLaurin, but of course Surtain is right there with him. They've got a little bit of hand fighting going with one another, but again it's overthrown, so the ball's a little, well, I guess McLaurin could have got to it, but refs don't throw the flag. So with that, 38-yard field goal coming here for the Commanders, and it's good. So the Commanders get within 3 points. The Broncos are up 20-17 with 12:37 left in the fourth quarter. I gotta say, that actually is pretty good, all things considered, with them getting that turnover in rather good field position. So Honestly, I'm not going to act like I'm going to complain about that at this point. I feel like the Broncos are fortunate to come out only allowing the field goal. Even though, again, best red zone defense in the league, but pressure was actually getting to Mariota pretty good. And of course, Mariota will get the ball off quickly. But the thing about it is that it wasn't as effective this time. They were only able to get one first down on that drive, but nothing more. Or at least not a whole lot more. They actually could have picked up another first down. Well, I'm probably mistaking that for a previous drive, but either way, they actually come away with a field goal. Oh, man. Okay, so hopefully coming out of this field goal drive, Knicks can actually avoid making any more of those kinds of mistakes, but all in all, still pretty good night so far with what we've seen from the Broncos offense. I think we just gotta control the clock a little bit better, and again, just if we can refrain from the turnovers, cool. Well, all the Christmas decorations are going up, if they haven't already. Knowing people sure as shit love doing that even before Thanksgiving, but either way. Happy holidays to all of you here. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. That's probably what I should have asked y'all earlier, but, you know. Alright, Commanders about to kick off. Mims and Bidet back ready to receive. I believe that's Mims that's getting a hold of that. And he's able to get to about the 29. Make sure. Okay, that's all good. Anyway. Wow. Looks like the umpire actually had a bit of an issue there. That's interesting. Alright, 1st and 10. Knicks throws a screen, and that looks to be Mims. Yeah, he's able to pick up about 3 or 4 yards on that. Oh, I guess it was only a couple, as it'll be 2nd and 8. Man. I don't understand this. How's it reading? Why? Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, 2nd and 8. Bo in the empty backfield. Gets a snap, gets it off quick. That, I believe, oh no, that's Bryant, is able to pick up about 6 or 7 yards, rather. It'll be 3rd and short here. Yeah, that was a pretty good hitch route there. Yeah, dude did close in pretty quick, and that is dangerous because of that, but it works out because, again, it is a 3rd and 3. Broncos with the ball on their own 36. Snap is off. Bo is actually moving around, looking to do something with it, but he does go down. That looks like Frankie. Yeah, that's Frankie Louvu that actually gets the sack. Not a lot of pass rushers getting home a lot tonight, but Louvu definitely does there, as the Broncos are going to be forced to punt. Definitely not what we wanted to see, but hell of a job right there by Louvu. Just stayed hot on the pursuit of Bo Nix and managed to get home. Nix looked like he was going to start trying to make something happen with it, but I think there was a little too much congestion around him, and Louvu was able to get there accordingly. Crenshaw getting the punt off, and a little bit of a field flipper gets it to about the Commanders' 24. Or maybe they're going to mark it at about the 27. Either way, pretty good punt, but yeah. Okay, so there was another Commander that got there within that window, and Bo wasn't able to get going like he wanted to. Definitely a good job by their defense there, so just got to give them credit. They're doing what they can to stay alive in this game, and understandably so. Certainly looking to do good to play spoiler. They're not really going to have a shot at the playoffs this year, but I'm sure they're going to want to be as much of a thorn in the side as they can to as many of the remaining playoff contenders as they can. So nothing wrong with that. It is the final NFC matchup that the Broncos have remaining on the schedule, so it would be cool to see the Broncos actually get the win here. Not to mention they would have swept the entirety of the NFC East. I mean, obviously that doesn't matter for the conference standings, but just definitely helps, because you certainly want to have a leg up on as much of the competition coming out of the NFC as you possibly can, especially when you have the reigning defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles coming out of that division, which they did beat back in, what was that, week 5, I believe it was. So good to see that they've kept that going ever since, and if nothing else, I certainly hope that they're able to build off of the momentum that they've built within the 8-game winning streak that they've had going into tonight. So we'll see if we can't turn that to 9, and yeah, it's just a matter of getting that tiebreaker with the Patriots, or maybe they lose another one. They do have one more game against the Buffalo Bills. That one, of course, will be out in Foxborough. They did win the one out in Orchard Park earlier in the year. Also, I think that was Sunday Night Football. It was either Sunday night or Monday night, but either way, it was prime time. And the Patriots pretty much came in there, pulled off the shocker. But yeah, right now, with the Indianapolis Colts having lost to the Houston Texans today, one of the upsets I wanted to talk about earlier, that actually plays favorable for the Broncos, as the Colts did actually beat the Broncos back in week 2. Commanders with the ball, at looks to be Rodriguez with about a 4 or 5 yard gain, as it'll be 2nd and 5. Wow, collective rushing for the Commanders, 24 yards, 112, or 24 carries for 112 yards. Not too bad, but we're certainly looking to keep him better contained. A lot of that has been Mariota, as he does keep it himself again, actually manages to pick up about a couple, maybe 3, and I'm thinking that's Robinson on the stop there. Oh no, that's Greenlaw. Okay. That looked like Robinson there. Greenlaw, big as hell. Even though he's 6 feet, but about 240, 250. He looked a bit taller than 6 feet there, but nonetheless, 3rd and 2 on the Commanders' 35. Mariota gets the ball off quick again, but pass is incomplete. He was looking for Deebo Samuel. I think that was McMillan on the coverage. Broncos force a 3-and-out. So 8:48 remaining in the game. Broncos maintaining a 3-point lead. Let's see if the Broncos, having forced a punt, can actually get some more points on the board here so that we can keep the pressure going on the Commanders and get out of here with this W. I mean, if nothing else, that certainly is the objective at this point here. So Tressway going to get the punt off, and Mims going to get the fair catch at the 20. All right, going to step away very briefly. I'll go ahead and be right back. All right, we're back. Greg and Kerry Walton Penner. Got to get the ownership shot out. And not that they don't deserve it. They've actually been fantastic, being the Walmart people and all. 1st and 10 on the Denver 20. Single back formation, Harvey in the backfield, and he does get it. Or is that McLaughlin? Either way, he's eating. Gets about 15 yards there on the carry. Yep, that's McLaughlin. Wow. Power running like a motherfucker right there. Love to see it. Definitely love to see it. So yeah, gotta be very thrilled about that. I mean, want to see the Broncos run game going as well as you possibly can here, especially with J.K. Dobbins out for the rest of the season. Cool thing about that, though, is that if he is able to go, should the Broncos get to the Super Bowl, he could play. Nonetheless, 1st and 10, Bo has to... Yeah, I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing from Frank Crum here. I mean, trying to think. I know we picked him in one of the later rounds. I think 2 or 3 drafts ago, but he's definitely paying off as Harvey gets a handoff, manages to get a couple as he did make something out of a bit of nothing. But Crum to me actually looks like he's probably the heir apparent to Garrett Bowles, as Garrett is, I think, 33 now, so interesting to see how long he's going to wind up continuing to play. But Frank Crum, especially coming through with the block extra point a couple of weeks ago against the Chiefs, has definitely, proven to be a pretty fantastic piece of the Broncos offensive line. Broncos with a 3rd and 8, Bo with an empty backfield, gets it off, and actually I shouldn't say empty, I think Prentice was back there. As he does go to Prentice, he picks up the first down and a little bit more. I mean, I like a lot of the different ways that the Broncos have been going about moving the football. I mean, they're not trying to do overly flashy shit like they have been, or whatever it is that you want to call what they've been doing in previous games. But there's a lot of things, they're just keeping it simple, just concepts that just actually work. As we got a bit of an eye for him, Harvey gets the handoff, but he's going to lose a couple of yards as a couple of Commanders are there. But even regardless of that, McGee and Wagner are the ones on the stop. I feel as if really what we're seeing tonight has to be more of what we get moving forward. Not even just with the Raiders, but again, obviously with the Packers, who had an impressive defensive performance against the Lions on Thanksgiving. And to be perfectly honest, their defense has been pretty damn good throughout the season, especially with the addition of Micah Parsons. Bo, rolling out on 2nd and 10, actually has to throw it at the feet of Pat Bryant. And I guess they were looking for a grounding, but of course, one of the refs points out that Bryant was in the area. It'll be 3rd and 10. But yeah, I really feel as if a lot of what we've seen tonight has to keep carrying over, and they need to build and build and build off of that. And the fact that they're able to get the running game going with R.J. Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin, maybe even a little bit of Tyler Bidet, is really good. And again, with the absence of J.K. Dobbins, it's going to pay dividends. Good to see them going to Evan Ingram there as he was helping with moving the ball. Unfortunately, it's not enough there, as it'll be 4th and 4. And again, the aforementioned Von Miller from earlier, what it would be like to see him back in the Denver uniform. Hopefully that could be the case, but at the very least, he's definitely coming home to retire. 4th and 4 as Crenshaw is out for the punt with 5:05 remaining in the game. I mean, man. Good to see that the Broncos have maintained a lot of control of the clock, but it would have been better to see the Broncos actually get points on this drive. Punt is off, and Broncos managed to pin them on the 1. Great special teams work by the Broncos. They pin them on their own 1-yard line. Crenshaw with a great punt. That's about his best punt of the season. Yeah, I think that's little Jordan Humphrey here. Wow. Not only keeps the ball from going, oh, damn, his foot was on the line though. So they ended up calling it a touchback. Wow. Yeah, that's understandable. That would have been huge. That would have been absolutely huge to pin him on the 1, because again, the Commanders have actually done a decent job running the football tonight. Or, well, doing a mix of run and pass, but certainly running the football, as the graphic I last saw had them at about 112 yards. We'll go ahead and check that in the box score here. I'm pretty sure it's a bit more than that now at this point. As, yeah, it actually totals out to 114. Either way, they've actually done pretty well running the ball. So the scheme, the game plan, and everything that they've tried to work in for their scheme has actually paid dividends for them thus far. I mean, Broncos, again, still maintaining control. We'll see how this continues to go with 4:42 remaining in the game. And it's literally an anyone's ball game situation at this point. So hopefully the Bronco defense continues to hold firm. At the very least, it's got to be 4 down territory for the Commanders on the other hand. We'll see how this goes. That's the only way I know to look at it at this point. As we get the Samuel Jackson commercial for Capital One. Let's see here. Alright, well, nonetheless, wow. Chiefs and Texans next week at Arrowhead. Man. Chiefs at 6-6, Texans moving to 7-5 today, as I mentioned before, getting that massive win against the Colts today. I mean, Houston looks like they might actually mess around and take control of the AFC South, as Mariota rolls out and finds McLaren on what looks to be about a 15-16 yard gain. McLaren with 4 catches and 54 yards. Wow. Actually lost his footing, still found a way to get position to get the catch. Hell of a play. And of course, I think that's McCloskey. Yeah, that's definitely McCroskey or Krosky Merritt. I don't know why I'm saying McCroskey. Either way, 2nd and 9 on the Commanders' 37. Play action fake. Oh, pressure is getting there. Oh, how did they not get him down? Tillman was there. Somehow Mariota manages to gain about 9 yards on that. I don't know if he wasn't down. Hold on. Somehow he wasn't touched. I don't know. I think Tillman touches him down. I'm sure Peyton just threw the challenge flag. Surely if Tillman is touching him and he's going down, that's got to be down by contact, by rule. Yeah. Tillman actually touches him down. That's a sack. And really, they got away with a bit of a hold. Tunsil got away with a bit of a hold there. And I think they did call it back. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing about that is Tunsil got away with a hold there. Even if it wasn't much, that was still holding. Either way, 21 now. Washington could be in a bit of trouble here with 4:08 and counting. But, really interesting to see how that worked out there. It could have been a situation where Mariota actually gained 9 yards to where obviously he ended up losing about 12. Goes deep, looks for Ertz, but isn't able to hold on. Singletary and Hufanga are in the area. So it's 4th and 21. I would imagine the Commanders have to go for it here. I mean, I guess they could trust their defense to stop the Broncos, but I'm thinking they're going to play clock control. Great play by Alex Singleton as he punches the ball right out of Ertz's hands. They actually do have a bit of familiarity together going back to their Philadelphia days. So, great job by Alex, and really hallmark game for him. Again, coming back from the testicular cancer surgery. I mean, crazy how all that ended up. Mims receives the punt, gets to about the 19 from about the 12. But, wow, Broncos coming through big. So it seems as though the Commanders are going to try to trust their defense and hope that they can keep Bo from getting into field goal range at the very least. We'll see if it winds up working out that way, but just given the way that the offense has actually controlled the clock and a lot of the other things that they've done as effectively as they've done, I gotta say it's looking pretty good at this point. I mean, what a fantastic job by Singleton on that play. Excuse me on that. Man. 1st and 10, Broncos on their 29. Handoff goes to McLaughlin, but it doesn't look like he's going to get anything on that. And did Washington call a timeout? It looks like they did. So Washington, I didn't even realize they do have all 3 of their timeouts. So they could do that, hoping to get a stop here. But we'll see if it's going to be, if it's going to work out for them or if it's for naught. Hopefully it's for naught. Man, they keep showing that catch. Boy. And the wild thing about it, the reason that worked out, he's a little bit bigger than OBJ is. And I'm thinking he's about 6'2", so he's got a couple of inches on Riley. Yeah, it is what it is. We actually had a chance to pick him up. I'm kind of wishing we did now. But Broncos offense still doing really good things even regardless. There was also talk about the Broncos possibly picking up Brandon Cooks, but they declined on that. And again, it's still working out. Looks to be a bit of a weak eye formation here with McLaughlin back here. Play fake, but they do go to McLaughlin as he picks up about 6 yards. Washington calls their second timeout, of course, as it'll be 3rd and 4. With 3:12 remaining in the game. So you got to figure at this point, should the Broncos convert this first down, it's got to be GG's, because maybe they use another timeout, but I don't see any signs of them getting a stop at this point. And again, as long as the Broncos are able to execute and get this first down, it's pretty much got to be night-night time. So we'll see what happens. Broncos about to come out of the huddle here on 3rd and 4. And of course, Bo looking to make adjustments on the line. And he calls a timeout. Okay. So they were basically trying to scope what Washington is looking to come with here, which is certainly understandable here. So it looks like Peyton's going to reconfigure a couple of things for this next play call. This is going to be really interesting to see what they go with here. I'm not sure if they're going to look to go maybe pitch to the outside, maybe perhaps a design QB run. I mean, I'd like to think maybe a read option of some kind. Bo can actually pick up the first down with his legs very easily. So maybe if there's room for that, you got to imagine that's got to be what's coming here. As that's McLaughlin, who was in the backfield, but he motions out wide. So we got an empty backfield on 3rd and 4. Again, 3:12 left in the game. Snap is off. He gets it off, looks at court, and they're looking for a flag. I don't know what they were trying to do there, but pass is incomplete, so it's going to be 3 and out, as the Commanders are going to get the ball back with 1 timeout left and a little more than 3 minutes left in the game. So we got to rely on the defense again, which we shouldn't have to be doing. But either way, hasn't failed us so far. So let's see what happens. Broncos, Crenshaw in the backfield to punt on the 20. And he gets it off, and yet another field flipper. Gets to about the 15, and excellent coverage. That's J.L. Skinner there. Golly, the improvement that dude has made. I'm loving what we're getting out of this dude, especially on special teams. Maybe he makes a play here on defense. Who knows? But special teams, this dude has been no joke. He's actually been good defensively as well. So I'd like to think we'll actually have him around for some time to come. Probably in the next couple of years, we might actually extend him, as Ufunga, who knows what'll happen there. But either way, Commanders have the ball. They are on their own 15. Gets the snap off, gets the throw off. He looks at McLaurin. Surtain is there, though. Incomplete pass. Definitely what you want to see there. Oh, that was actually Burks. He looked to be covering McLaurin. I don't know why. Oh, no, that was Burks. Okay. I'm a little surprised that hasn't been more of the matchup. I understand why they put Surtain on McLaurin, as he actually is their best receiver. But I think the physical matchup with Burks works a little bit better. And I'd probably have Riley Moss or even Jahdae Barron on McLaurin, as Mariota scrambles for the first. But I'm kind of wondering why that matchup hasn't been entertained. I guess maybe that's what they're going to look to do. So we're going to look to see how we can contain Mariota in the pocket here, as he's over here still scrambling, getting first downs. We got to find a way to absolutely contain that and make sure that they're not able to do anything beyond what they've actually managed. 2:49 left in the game. Mariota gets the ball off again, goes for Burks, but incomplete pass. He's unable to hold on. Riley Moss on the coverage that time. And man, what a play there by Riley. If nothing else, I again, like that, we've been trusting the defense, but this isn't something that we want to keep doing to this extent because, sure enough, I don't doubt that it could come back to haunt us in the long run. 2nd and 10 on the 26. Mariota shoots off a deep one that looks to be McLaurin, but it's overthrown. And of course, Surtain is in the area. I don't know that they would have been able to do much with that, if anything. Again, Surtain is in the area, so it's not like with his size advantage, he wouldn't have stopped the pass. So it'll be 3rd and 10 on the Commanders' 26, 2:38 remaining. Definitely got to be 4-down territory here, especially with only one timeout. Mariota in the shotgun, gets a snap, gets the ball off. I think that's Ertz. They might actually have the first down. The refs are actually marking them short. A little short, excuse me. So yeah, it's going to be set, or 4th and 1, and they're going to have to go for it. And of course they give it to Rodriguez. He's actually able to pick it up in a couple more. Oh no, that's actually McNichols. So McNichols able to pick up a good strong 3 or 4 yards on that to keep the drive alive. And now we're at the 2-minute warning. So the Broncos still leading by 3, 20-17. Can they actually hold on and hold off this comeback effort by Marcus Mariota and the Commanders? I'm going to step away again very briefly, and I'll be back in a bit. Well, actually, hold on here. Actually, let me sit. I'll sit tight. I'll sit tight. I'll sit tight. Damn, don't go away, y'all. I said I was going to sit tight. Damn. Anyway. Oh, shit. Definitely got to being a lot more interesting than I think we wanted it to, but Denver certainly has had the upper hand. I would like to think they could find a way to shut the door on these dudes. And you know what? A turnover here would be fantastic. I mean, I think it would be a great time for that. So, yeah. Anyway. Man. Yeah, man. All right. Let's get all these ads out the way so we can get to the end of this game here. Alright. Man. Well, 2 minutes left. Excuse me. Wow, as of course we get the sky view. Yeah, that's going to be a hell of a game next week. Texans and Chiefs. Going to be really interesting to see, especially with what the Chiefs have going against them, having lost to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Mariota 1st and 10 finds Ertz and is able to get to midfield. They're going to be moving with tempo again as we're at 1:45 and counting left in the game. Snap is off to Mariota again and actually stopped flag is out. It looks like it's a false start against the Commanders. So are we going to get a 10-second runoff here? And Peyton's certainly talking to the refs about it. And he's letting them know about something as well, which is interesting. Wow. Yeah, Peyton's definitely working this shit. That's for damn show. Why are they talking to Dan Quinn? Oh, because the 10-second runoff, which it looks like they take it. Alright, and of course it'll start on the ref's signal, but yeah, 10-second runoff as the clock was still running, so it's a minute 39. Well, now a minute 29. Wow. I thought it was a minute 49. That's interesting. So now it's a minute 30. Okay, I mean, I don't know why. I think it should be more like a minute 39, but I'm not going to complain. Minute 31 left. Commanders on their 46, 1st and 15. Mariota gets a snap. Pressure looks like it could be getting there, and it does, but he gets the ball off, but nobody's there other than that looks to be Surtain. So it'll be 2nd and 15 with a minute 17 to go. That was a very interesting turn of events there. And wow, McLaurin lost his footing. But of course, Mariota overthrows the hell out of it. There is a flag down. That's a little out of nowhere. Really? They could call intentional grounding for that? I mean, I know it was over. Wow. That's interesting. I didn't realize that would be intentional grounding, but like. Oh, wow. They're calling intentional grounding on Mariota. So did he not get outside the tackle box? That's the only thing I could think on that one. No, but he did, but he goes back in. Wow. Oh, wow. He looked to be getting out, but he went back in. Wow. Wow. Yeah, he definitely threw it too far. I didn't realize he was still in the tackle box. That's crazy. Anyway, 2nd and 25 with a minute 7 to go. As we get another 10-second runoff. That's crazy. Okay, we got that. Yeah, honestly, I really didn't realize that Mariota was out of the pocket, or was still in the pocket. I could have swore he actually got out of the pocket, but wow. He seemed to be getting out of the pocket, but just still really stayed in it. Gets the ball off, looks at McLaurin, but I think that's Riley Moss that's there. So it'll be incomplete, 3rd and 25 with 59 seconds left. Again, it's 4-down territory as Washington only has one timeout left. Riley Moss having a hell of a game, really hasn't been penalized as far as I've noticed so far tonight. So you really gotta love seeing that. Alright, 3rd and 25. Broncos got a bit of prevent going. Pressure is kind of getting there, but Mariota's getting away. He does actually get the ball off, and that's actually McLaurin this time. Looks to pick up about 10 or 20 yards on that, so it'll be about 4th and 5 with 52 seconds remaining. So this is the game right here. It's actually 4th and 6, so he picked up 19. Again, this has got to be the game right here. Alright, 4th and 6. This is do or die for the Commanders at this point. Broncos are definitely sending the heat, but he gets it off. Man. Wow, Mariota is impressive tonight. 40 seconds and counting, but gosh, he's finding a way to get the ball off regardless of the pressure. Snap is off, and he looks to hit Debo. That's Brandon Jones there, and they get the first and a little bit more. Did I see a flag down? I feel like there was a flag down. I saw it. Yeah, there was a flag. I think they're saying it's against Denver. So I guess this might be 12 men on the field. Wow. They decline it though, because it's going to be a first down. There's 26 seconds remaining though. Wow. Holy hell, Commanders are... Wow. I mean, I gotta give them credit where credit is due. They're playing a hell of a game tonight. Jeez, they're looking a lot better than I expected. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure who that was, but yeah. Either way, 1st and 10. They're on the Denver 27. Again, 26 seconds to go in the game. Still 4-down territory as it has been throughout the entirety of this drive. Washington does still have a timeout. Denver has 2. So, I don't know. We'll see if Denver's able to hold them to 3, if even that. Certainly don't want them getting into the end zone. Denver is looking to get there. They get a quick screen off. I think that's Samuel. He's picking up about 6 yards. Maybe 7. Oh, man. Clock is ticking, however. I think they did call their final timeout, so it'll be 22 seconds left. They're getting Moody ready for a field goal, so he might have an opportunity to tie it and send it into overtime. Well... Okay, I guess they're going to give them 23 seconds, but man. I swear there have been way too many of these situations where the Broncos have been involved. Excuse me. I'm really not a fan of that. Moody with the 1 field goal tonight, which was from 38. They're looking to be working their way around that area. If not, they're pretty much there. 2nd and 3 right now on the Denver 20. McLaurin on the outside right. Or no, that's Traylon Burks. I'm thinking that's Surtain there. And Mariota actually looks to be going... Whatever. 3rd and 3. Ertz was there, okay. So that worked. That checks out. 3rd and 3. McNichols in the backfield with Mariota and shotgun. And wow. Mariota running the ball is just something else tonight. I don't know what else to say about it other than that. This is getting to be really, really dangerous right now. Man, I'm not liking this, y'all. 12 seconds. Commanders with the ball on the Bronco 19. Mariota is in an empty backfield, but the Broncos do call their second timeout, so they'll have one left. And I imagine they're going to save it for looking to ice the kicker on the Commander side. Oh, man. I guess it wouldn't be a Broncos game if it wouldn't come down to a nutty-ass, like, down-to-the-wire situation. I mean, man. And I did say earlier it could be that kind of situation to where last team with the ball could win. And unfortunately, that's the situation we're faced with right now. But it is 1st and 10, 12 seconds left in the game. Whatever the Commanders do, they're going to have to do it quick, even though they are on the Denver 14. Broncos do have a bit of a prevent formation going. Snap is off. Mariota with an empty backfield. He lets it go, but it's going to be out of play as, of course, it goes over everybody's heads. 7 seconds are left with 2nd and 10. I think they're going to try to look for another quick shot, and if they don't get that, then they're certainly going to take the 3 to take it into overtime. Oh, God, I didn't think we'd be doing this coming out the bye, too. Man. All right, snap is off. He actually throws it away quickly in the area of McLaurin and Surtain. 4 seconds are left, so now they're going to go ahead and take this field goal. Well, it looks like we're going into overtime unless somehow the Broncos are able to get a block or maybe even ice them and force Moody to make that kind of mistake. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. He's pretty good in the clutch, but we're about to find out here as he's got a 32-yard attempt coming. And I imagine Sean Payton's got to get the timeout in right about now. He doesn't call timeout. He lets it go. And the Commanders get the field goal off. We're going into overtime. Wow. I figured Payton would have called the timeout to ice him, but doesn't look like he wanted to do that. We got OT. We got free football, y'all. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take yet another break. I hate to do this, but man, what a crazy-ass game yet again. Damn. Guess we got to have OT. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. We got overtime. At this point, I'm going to go ahead hope that either the Broncos win the toss and we can just move the ball right down the field and just close it out, or if Washington gets the ball, we can find a way to get the stop and come away with that game-winning field goal. But we're about to find out one way or another here. Oh, let me find my earbuds real quick. That's kind of important. So yeah, free football. Moody about to kick the ball off, so it seems as though the Broncos are going to get the ball first. I didn't realize okay, Moody came in from the Bears. I had forgotten about that. Yeah, and Collinsworth just called it as I was about to say it. That's crazy as shit. But yeah, this game is definitely crazy, as I said earlier, as Moody gets the ball off, but Day on the return looks to pick up about 26, 27. And Bo Nix and the Broncos offense are going to be taking the field. So yeah, hopefully we can just come away with the score here and finish it off maybe even faster, sooner than, I don't know. Hopefully we can find a way to come away with this win, but nonetheless, 1st and 10 on about the 26-27 yard line. Alright, snap is off. Bo gets it off. That is Harvey. He is picking up the first down and a little bit more. Gets a little bit of help from, I believe that's Quinn Meinerz. So about a 12, 13 yard gain on the dump off to Harvey. So far so good to start the drive. Broncos picking up a quick first down on a dump off to Harvey. Yeah, I gotta say, with the Broncos on their own 31, running game isn't too bad. Numbers might not indicate that, but they've done good things as Bo dumps it off to Troutman, who picks up the first down and gets pretty close to midfield. But really and truly, again, the numbers aren't overly great, but for what they've actually accomplished, it's worked out very favorably. They're still moving the ball well enough, especially when they're actually clicking the way that they're supposed to, like they are here. And as long as they're able to get things going like this, and Bo is actually moving well on that play, when it's like that, the Broncos are almost next to impossible to stop. Bo in the empty backfield, 1st and 10 on the 48. Dumps it off again. That's Ingram, and he's going to pick up the 1st and more. He's actually hauling ass. Gets to about the Washington 10. Woo! It's looking to be GG's. It's looking to be GG's, y'all. Wow. What a play. Evan Ingram giving him the okie doke and actually just manages to get 34 some odd yards. Wow, what a play. Coming through huge in the clutch. 6 catches for 79 yards. I think he's the leading receiver tonight. Bo in the shotgun goes to Ingram again. Or no, that's Sutton actually. Wow. Sutton picking up about 4 or 5 yards on that one. They're getting that much closer as it'll be 2nd and 4 to the end zone. It's looking like we're going to get the knockout punch here, so long as they don't do anything reckless. All right, 2nd and 4, single back formation. Harvey in the backfield, Troutman motioning to the left. The give is to Harvey, and he wins the game. Let's go, R.J. Harvey with a put-away touchdown. Broncos win. Let's go. Hell yeah. Wow, hell of a play. Oh wow, did the Commanders get a possession? I didn't realize that. Wow. Well, either way, Broncos come through huge. Drawing first blood. Wow. I didn't realize they changed that. Well, Denver's up 27-20, so I didn't realize Washington still got a shot with Denver scoring the touchdown. I mean, I'm trying to think about this here. That's wild. I think thus far I only really remember all of 2 games, one of which was the other Sunday night game that actually ended in a tie, which was Green Bay and Dallas. The other one was more recent with Kansas City beating Indianapolis in overtime, only they did it with a field goal. I'm pretty sure they got the stop. I don't remember everything that happened from that. I've never seen this happen. So it is new rules. Okay, so they did change it. I didn't know that. Somehow I didn't know that. That's crazy. Well, either way, Commanders get another shot with 6:59 left in overtime. Let's see what they're able to do. I mean, they actually pulled off some pretty impressive shit so far tonight. I can't imagine that they're going to stop right off, but I imagine on the flip side of it, and I'm hoping the Broncos certainly have what they need to say about it, but either way, 1st and 10, Commanders on their 35. Play fake to Rodriguez. Mariota gets it off to McLaren. Hufanga and Jones are there for the stop. So, still a lot of the same from before. Commanders are actually playing a really damn good game, really good game plan. I mean, they're certainly doing some good things with the Broncos having coming off the rest and everything. They're not as dominant as you would normally expect them to be. Either way, 1st and 10, Commanders on their 45. Mariota's going deep. He overshoots Burks. And, of course, it's going to be 2nd and 10. Wow. Commanders have actually had quite a night if Burks has 10 catches. I mean, shit. I don't know why that can't be right. Either way, 2nd and 10, Commanders on the 45. Pressure is coming, but Mariota is getting away again. He is bet by McMillan and eventually Singleton. So it'll be about 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6. And as I'm checking here, it's actually Ertz with 10 catches, McLaurin with 6, Samuel with 4. And for whatever reason, that touchdown catch Treylon Burks had is the only one he's got so far. Nonetheless, 3rd and 6 on the Denver, on the Denver 41. 5:30 remaining. Wow! Brandon Jones had a shot at one. Or no, that was Jahdae Barron. Wow. The way Jahdae broke on that ball, that was about to be night. As I see a lot of you have gone to bed. Good looking for y'all coming out tonight, but either way. Well, 4th and 6. This is it. This is the game right here once again. Mariota dropping back. Pressure's getting there. And this time, he's unsuccessful. He does get it off. It's intercepted. That's Brandon Jones. The game is over. The game is over. The Broncos will win in overtime. There is a flag down that's got to be late. Wow. Wow, no way. No way! Hufanga getting called for pass interference. Oh my God. Yeah, I hate to say it, but he basically tried to piggyback him. Oh, damn it, Hufanga. Yeah, he knows it's on him. Now he's got to try to find a way to rectify it. And I don't doubt he will. Oh, we could have done without that, though. Fuck. Well, it'll be 1st and 10. Washington on the Denver 36. Handoff is going to, I think that's McNichols. Yeah, that's McNichols right there. He picks up about 8. Wow. Oh my goodness. So I wonder how this works. Is it a thing to where if the Commanders get the touchdown, they actually can have sudden death coming up after that? Like, I guess I'm just trying to be clear on how that works. I imagine there must be a winner, as the Broncos stuff the run in the backfield. McNichols looks to probably lose about a yard or two at least. Malcolm Roach is there, as is Alex Singleton. So it'll be 3rd and 4. Man, can we put this shit away for once? Jesus. Can't believe this. Commanders actually looking good tonight offensively. This is unbelievable right now. Marcus Mariota getting into the time machine. Drops back. There was almost pressure there. Damn it! McLaurin gets the touchdown. Wait, it's coming back. It's coming back. Holding on Connerly. I didn't see the flag. And yeah, he basically had Jonathan Cooper in a half rear naked choke. Wow. Wow, hell of a time for that to happen. And Jaden's even pointing it out. There's a flag. He's like, oh no. I feel him on that one, but not really, because we're trying to get this dub. 3rd and 14. What the fuck is this game right now? What the fuck is this game? 3rd and 14 on the Denver 40. Mariota in shotgun. McNichols back there with him. Snap is off. Oh, wow! Coverage is blown! Oh, he hits Debo and... oh, Riley fucked up! Oh, Riley fucked up. Damn it. Oh my God, Riley, what the fuck happened, bro? Oh man. Oh my God, Riley! Riley! You've been doing so good tonight, man. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe this shit. Oh God. Fuck! Yeah, I didn't even think about that. If they score, they could go for 2 and win it. That sucks. Damn it. First and goal. They get the handoff to, I think that's Rodriguez, but he's stuffed in the backfield. Quite a few Broncos are there. Clock is ticking, 3:20 and counting left in the overtime period. Second and goal on the Denver 4. Oh, can we get a goal line stand? Come on, we gotta do this, y'all. I know y'all are tired, let's hang on. Woo! Went for McLaurin, but Surtain was there, so was Riley Moss. Third and goal. Again, 4 down territory as it's been so many times throughout the night. Come on, defense, let's go. We got this. Fuck. Oh my God. Third and goal. Mariota gets a snap. Bonita's there. Oh, wow, that was so close. Ertz had his hands on it, but he couldn't hold on. Holy fuck. Fourth and goal. This is the game yet again. Can we go without pass interference? Can we actually stop these motherfuckers? My God, I can't take any more of this. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, both sides are tired, but here it is, fourth and goal. Timeout Washington. Wow. Holy fuck, dude. Oh, damn, we should have ended this shit, man. I don't fucking get it. I really don't fucking get it, oh my God. Well, here it is. This is absolutely the game. Fourth and goal. 250, not that it matters. McNichols looks to be in the backfield. He's going out on the route. He finds McLaurin. Damn it! Oh, what the fuck? Now they are going for 2. Wow, that was just good crossing route action. Wow. Oh, here we go. 2-point attempt. Oh, timeout Denver. God damn it. No more timeouts, please. Fuck. Damn it, man. No more. We got to get this stopped somehow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you definitely want them to catch their breath because they got to be as close to as they're at their best as they can be. I'm not sure what's left of that now. Ah, fuck. All right, here we go. Looks like Mariota's working out of an empty backfield. So let's see what we get here. Okay, McNichols motions back into the backfield. Snap is off. Someone's coming. Nanito backs it down. Let's go! Let's go! Broncos win! Coming through in the clutch with the bat down. Nick Bonito, the next defensive player of the year, baby! Let's go! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Let's fucking go! Let's go! Woo! Doing it big on fucking prime time, baby! That's how it's fucking done! Yeah! Swept the fucking NFC East! Who the fuck is stopping us now? Let's go! Woo! Broncos win in a nail-biter, 27-26. God, hats off, not that I'm wearing a hat, I got the headband obviously, but hats off to Marcus Mariota. What a game he put on tonight. Wow. Holy fucking shit, dude. Oh my God, I'm shook. Oh my God, I'm shook. It's 10:02. A lot of y'all have gone to bed, and I don't fucking blame you. Holy shit. Oh my God. Holy fucking shit, dude. Oh my God. What a fucking win. Oh, damn. Oh my God. What a game. What a game. Oh man. I guess it can go about 6 seconds. Oh man. Let me see how far I gotta go back on this. I'm absolutely clipping my reaction here with all this shit. Man, what a crazy finish. Broncos come away in a nail biter. I don't even know what else to say anymore. Holy crap. Is that as far back as it goes? Holy fuck, dude. Oh, man. Alright. Well, fuck that. I'll have to do that and look into the VOD. Man. Holy shit. I'm at a loss for words. Yet again. Unbelievable shit, dude. Holy fuck. I guess he's done for the night. Anyway, wow, man. Oh my god. Well, all I know to say is Broncos win. Hell of a battle. Much respect to the Commanders. Yeah. That's about all I can say about that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm really not sure what to say right now. I mean, this just got so fucking crazy. Well, we're winning the way champions win. That's the only thing I can think to say. That's all that really needs to be said at the end of the day. I mean, to come in here off the bye, I mean, it could have looked a lot better in a lot of cases, but realistically, there's really not all that much to complain about. 10-2, for the moment, tied for the top of the NFC West, or the AFC, number one. I mean, Patriots do have the home game. I forgot who that was. Tomorrow night. Let me actually look at that. Man, but either way, sitting at the top of the AFC, I didn't realize Jacksonville's at number 3. That's incredible right there. But anyway, let's see. Try to see if we can get a hold of the schedule here. Yeah, RJ Harvey, 16 carries, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. The go-ahead touchdown. Wow. Holy fucking shit. Oh yeah, they're hosting the Giants tomorrow night. Not real sure how that's going to work out. I'd expect the Patriots to win. So, I don't know. And that's the thing I don't understand because, let me see. Somehow they have 10 wins to where the Broncos. Oh, so I was wrong. There's another bye week, which is next week. Okay. That makes more sense, although I'm not sure if I feel like it does, but nonetheless, Patriots, Giants, and 49ers, along with the Panthers, are all on what will be the actual final bye week. I thought that was our bye week, but no. That's going to be next week, which is really, really interesting. But either way, Broncos have the Raiders next Sunday. And, of course, we'll be going live. That is actually at 2:05 p.m. Mountain Time. Of course, that'll be 4:05 if you're on the East Coast. But either way, look forward to us going live then. And the more that I think about it, I think I'm going to start trying to go live a bit more. And what I plan on doing here at this point is, for a lot of these watch-along live reactions like we've got going tonight, I'll actually come through for those on both YouTube and Twitch. But when it comes to gaming streams like what I'm thinking I'm going to do tomorrow, that's going to be exclusively Twitch moving forward for the foreseeable future until I get some things figured out here. But that's literally the plan as of right now. Look forward to a potential stream sometime. It'll be, I'd say, somewhere around 11 to noon Eastern, which would be 9 to 10 out here in Denver. I think I'm going to try to cut a couple of videos, at least 1 or 2 videos before I actually do that. So we'll see, and I'll talk more about these plans with y'all then. Again, thank you for those of you that came through tonight. Love y'all to death. Appreciate y'all like no other. Look forward to hopefully seeing y'all again next week. And if y'all can come through tomorrow, that'd be pretty dope as well. But either way, shout out my biggest fan, 7796, and of course Ryan Kennedy 8044. Thanks for coming through, hitting me up in the chat. Look forward to seeing y'all again. Yeah, that's about all I got for right now. In the meantime, between time, it's A and J here.